Come with me to Royal Diaspora for a private coffee tasting. Before I do that, though, let me talk about procrastination right quick. I've been sitting on this video for a moment, and my fellow content creators know what that's like. Time flies when you're having fun, and sometimes content just slips through the cracks. Fortunately, the procrastination worked out since Emmanuel is this week's guest on The Zest. Okay, so back to the regular programming. I've been following Royal Diaspora for some time now, and I'd be all up and through their comments. I've been following their journey forever, but this was my first time at their location off Bush Boulevard. The shop is like a marketplace for locally owned, black-owned brands, and a place where people offering services from hair to real estate can leave their business cards. Immediately upon arrival, owner Emmanuel Dunbar got me situated. One interesting thing is Emmanuel and I have actually been acquainted on Instagram in various ways. Obviously through me being in Royal Diaspora's comments and DMs, but he's also behind the Black Owned Tampa Instagram page. I was always tagging that page, so it's kind of like putting a face to an Instagram handle for the both of us. I could choose my vinyl, and y'all shouldn't be surprised I chose Beyonce. I was starting to feel that midday slump, so I was so glad Emmanuel offered me an espresso to get my energy back up. I enjoyed the espresso, then a few moments later, Carl Anthony and his fiancée Allie showed up. Once they arrived, the tasting started. We started it off with the drink from brand Lemonette's Lemonades. Once we quenched our thirst, we had a bomb sandwich, which came at a great time because I was getting hungry, another shot of coffee, then a piece of brittle from the Psalm Brittle brand. I'm glad I got a piece of the brittle because I've been wanting to try it for years. I washed it all down with some more water, and I had to let my food digest a little bit. The itis was setting in, but I fought my way through it. Our bellies were full, then it was time for the main attraction. I'm starting my coffee era because of work stuff, but y'all, I was really living my best barista life. Did I ever think I would ever make a coffee drink? Of course not. I made an iced banana pudding, matcha latte, and Emmanuel directed me through the entire process. Getting the matcha situated for the drink is a very soothing process. I felt like my nervous system was regulating itself and calming down. Also, making matcha is something ASMR dreams are made of. Once the matcha was the right consistency, Emmanuel poured some cream in a container and handed over the frother. I might have made a slight mess, but it was cool to watch the cream go from a liquid to something thicker. Now it's time to assemble. The first layer is the milk layer, followed by a slow pour of the matcha so the two don't mix, followed by the cream foam. Between the latte and the espresso, that midday slump was no more. We ended the visit with the honey croissant breakfast sandwich, which is crispy, gooey, and sweet. And we all know that you can eat breakfast food at any time of the day. So, I hope you enjoyed this week's episode on The Zest with Royal Diaspora's Emmanuel Dunbar, and make sure you visit Royal Diaspora for a good cup of coffee. Make sure you follow The Zest to keep up with all of our food adventures and podcast guests. You can listen to our episodes wherever you get your favorite podcasts. See you later.